the ice frog stuff. Oh, okay.
All right.
They didn't even say moving in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was a bit like. Anyway, they're right in the room, so
Okay, let's go for the Veno ban.
Dire team's turn to ban.
We already know what's gonna happen. Just go ahead and give it to us now. Hi
nah.
everyone, welcome back to Gamescon 2017 lower bracket game 2 for Skia up 1-0 over No Chill. Um,
10
I'm
seconds
assuming this is
remaining.
gonna be a Veno ban. It's kind of been what they've been doing all
I think
day.
I'm gonna say more creativity
5 seconds remaining.
today. Yeah,
Oh, Shadow Demon. Tired of playing
10
yeah.
against the
I think
seconds
hero.
I'm
and
gonna
banned.
see more creativity today.
Well, you still gonna see the Kunkka, Spirit Breaker.
Radiant team's
Ban
turn to
that Spirit
ban.
Breaker.
I don't see why people
Yeah,
are banning it. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, it sucks getting like bashed, but like nothing's changed. Nothing's changed about him. He didn't get buffed or anything like that.
no. I think generally for me personally,
10
I hate
seconds
Spirit Breaker
remaining.
because he makes a lot of space, especially for mid lane. Against a mid laner.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
You never know. Like you have to keep your eyes peeled on the map to make sure that he doesn't easily gank
Reserve time.
different lanes. He makes space really easily. That's the thing about him.
Ah, no Necro
Dire
this
team's
time.
turn to pick.
Yeah.
Respect ban Necro.
I mean, I think his first two, three ultimates didn't do anything, especially because he
what
was
did
using
he
them on Bristleback.
what did the Necro buy in the last game? What did he go for? Like what shotgun? What did he go
10
for?
seconds
Dagon,
remaining.
yeah.
Yeah, he went Dagon, just straight Dagon. It wasn't really that effective.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I mean, like I like the shotgun build when I'm
Reserve
playing my
time.
pubs alone, but I think he's more effective for like team fighting items like mech
Radiant team's turn
and
to pick.
other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I expected him to go like Guardian Greaves or something.
Yeah, something to provide for the team.
Okay,
But the,
well,
the Bristleback, did we have a Bristleback last game? And the
10
Bristleback was
seconds
for Skia.
remaining.
Last game was on No Chill.
No
Radiant
Chill,
team's
yeah.
turn to pick.
Oh, okay, so they pick it this time.
Now Sand King actually had to come out. That's kind of interesting. Um, I'm going to assume it's an offlane Sand King, but it could be, four position.
Greedy
10
fourth
seconds
position.
remaining.
I mean, it's always
5
possible.
seconds remaining.
I mean, we just gotta wait until we see a couple more picks.
Yeah.
Reserve
And
time.
people doing all kind of things with this Bristleback now. People going off lane with the Bristleback. People going um, safe lane with Bristleback. I've even seen my share of mid lane Bristlebacks as well. But I'm not gonna say we're gonna see a mid lane Bristleback. I doubt.
Wow, people had their chat wheel minded. I think just with the recent nerf to Bristleback, the slight one, like, oh, well, Venoma's gonna go through. Okay,
Dire team's
I
turn
guess
to
good didn't
pick.
get banned. I was gonna say with the recent nerf to Bristleback, he's kind of like relegated back to the off lane now instead of being a safe
Okay,
lane hero.
okay.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Um. Yeah, my only thing
5
though
seconds
is
remaining.
if this is, let's say this is a, well, this can't be a four position Sand King anymore, right? Just because of the Veno.
Well, it can be.
You think
Radiant
Veno
team's
five
turn to
position?
ban.
What?
Veno plays carry mostly.
Oh, okay, okay.
No one plays support Veno really.
I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of people jungle it though.
yeah. The jungle is really
Dire
fast though.
team
Like I've
ban.
seen people do Veno jungle and get level 6 at like 7 minutes, which is pretty good for this jungle. I mean, like I find jungle in a general sense is nerfed because you can't really deny anything in the jungle, so you lose out on
10
that
seconds
part of it.
remaining.
So a lot of people tend not to go jungle. It's a lot of
5
heroes,
seconds
but I see
remaining.
Venomancer being very effective in jungle. So yeah,
Yeah.
Reserve time.
but I think generally it's kind of hard to convince people when I play games. Hey, I'm going to play core Veno. They automatically think that I'm going to play support.
Radiant team ban.
I think core Veno's
Dire team
a lot
ban.
stronger than
Yeah,
support.
unless they plan to snowball the game and the only item he gets is like book and all, they just push out the game. I don't really see him um playing support.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So-
And this core Venomancer could also go for Silver Edge as well for the Bristleback. So
Yep.
we have a Silver Edge carrier
Reserve
maybe.
time.
Or maybe he may go for Blink, I don't know. But Silver Edge is something that he may want to consider because it's a really easy, well, it's a really okay counter for Bristleback, I would say.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
So they banned Disruptor.
I mean, it's not bad, right? I mean, it depends on
But like they don't. I mean, I guess it's for like whatever heroes they're picking next, right? Because right now,
could be
Glimpse
Sark.
really isn't.
10 seconds remaining.
Glimpse really won't do anything.
Like I said, could be Sark.
5 seconds
That's
remaining.
that's one of Raja's go-to heroes, eh? Slack. He loves a Slack.
Reserve time. Feeling those icy tendrils?
But like I said, we just kind of what the okay, Crystal Maiden.
I mean, right now I like No Chill's draft better, just from the
First two.
team
The
fight.
initial, yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Venno
what-
can kite Bristle really easily, even with Bloodlust.
I'll say that, and one Veil makes both of those heroes very effective.
Yep, and even Venno can rush Veil. Sand King gets an early blink or something. I'm assuming it's an offlane Sand King, by the way. Like, even though I'm saying it can still be a 4th position, like, yeah, I'm assuming it's an offlane.
So I'm pretty sure these next two picks will reveal that to us,
Yep.
unless they pick something like a mid and a support. Okay, well,
That could. I'm
Dire
assuming
team's
it's
turn to pick.
that's probably not safe lane, or like it's probably a support.
I think SF might came. I think SF might make a play in this game though.
for no chill.
For no chill, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say you could pick like SF and like
10
Warlock or
seconds
something.
remaining.
Fatal Bonds is ridiculous this game.
Why I'm saying this
5
is because I
seconds
think they
remaining.
may stack the auras. It may be a SF or it may be a some. Do you
Reserve
think they could
time.
play a slot in this game, or do you think it's too greedy in terms of getting those two blink spells?
It's
They
all
could play a
it's all
support
right.
slot, maybe.
It's all right. I mean, you can just combo
Well,
the
I like Warlock this game, honestly. Like if
Yeah.
you take Shadow Fiend, just for the fact of if you Fatal Bonds Bristle back to his team, he's gonna want to fight, right? And then you just fucking hit Bristleback. I mean, you just hit Bristleback.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
plus
Good
Venom,
observation.
plus Venom and Sand King, so you just and
Yeah, that's what I
Shadow
mean,
Fiend
right?
ulti, right?
It makes Venom's ulti lethal at that point because it does the damage and it can kill them at 1 health.
Yep.
That was a funny game where you thought you were gonna die to Venom ulti.
Well, because I thought no, I didn't think I was gonna die to the Venom ulti. I thought a random attack was gonna come and hit me. Like I was like by creeps, I think. And I was like, oh well, creeps are gonna hit me one time, and then I'm done.
I find like I may be too greedy of saying this, like, but I feel like with Ags they should be able to kill you. You think
I
that's a little bit
mean,
too OP?
yeah, because I mean, it already has like increased damage output, right?
Radiant
So-
team's turn to pick.
Might be a bit much.
It technically would have been a hero that No Chill might have wanted to deal with Bristle.
Okay, so
okay,
Dire team's turn.
I actually have no clue what this Veno is now. Unless it's
So
support,
it's I'm
Venom
assuming
depends.
it's support. Yeah.
and then offlane Sand King.
I mean, if you're doing support Venom,
Storm, okay, there that works too.
I wouldn't have picked Storm.
I mean, I
It's-
probably wouldn't have either, but I mean
Team's
that
turn to ban.
that explains the disruptor ban, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like the main problem with Storm here, in my opinion, is like
Dire
you
team's
zip
turn
in,
to
you
pick.
get stunned by Sand King or Bench, and Luna's already ulting. You're just dead. Like they have
Because
catch
people-
already.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably gonna get a Lincoln's though, right? Like, he kind of has to get a Lincoln's this game.
Yeah, but the main
people
problem
like,
is
so
like
people
it's
like Sand
very-
King, I think, who's
10
trying
seconds
to
remaining.
work up his ult is going to have a lot of trouble here
Radiant team's turn to
because Storm might catch him out in the back, so he may have to look out for that as well.
Okay, well, that fully explains it now. Is the Life Stealer bomb? Just go on Storm, zip through, go on somebody.
I'm preferring for Skia's draft now, just for the fact
10
of
seconds remaining.
support Veno. I don't know, man. I don't feel like that was.
The initial
thing.
5
plan.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
No, I really don't. I don't feel like that was.
I mean, it's gonna be a jungle, so I mean, if
The best
whoever's
idea.
playing it can jungle really
Reserve
quickly,
time.
it'll kind of work out. But yeah, it's kind of this thing of like, there goes your Silver Edge carrier, right?
Well, the other problem is it makes your offlane a lot weaker because your Veno's just gonna be staying in the jungle.
Yeah.
And then yeah, as you said, the Silver Edge is gone. Like Luna's not buying a Silver Edge. I don't think support Venom's going to buy one. He'll probably buy like a mech and a Veil. Well, they need a mid against Storm Spirit.
Yep.
I mean, they could. Like, what do you actually take here? Like, you can't take Alchemist.
You can't take Alchemist. OD's already banned
A's in the
out.
pool. Yeah, OD's banned. Puck is banned. Queen of Pain's still in the pool, but
I don't. Well, it's Ember.
I
Ember's
wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have
would
gone.
not
I wouldn't
taken
have gone
this
with
card.
it either, but it's not terrible.
The main problem is Storm can just remove your thing. The only thing you have going for you against Storm is you can use your Searing Chains, and you can zip. But at the same time, Storm's definitely going to get an Orchid, so it's kind of a problem. Killing Life Stealer's hard if you go Magic Damage Ember. I mean, it's okay against AA, but I feel like you don't have Remnants, you're just going to get run down by Bristleback.
Yep.
It's going to be a hard game. I feel like they should have picked a mid that was able to deal with Lifestealer in some way. Ember Spirit, like, if he has Rage, he'll just get ran out.
10 seconds
And then he has to
remaining.
either retreat to a Remnant, or if he doesn't have one, he'll die.
Well, I guess he mechanically better have a really good game, right? That's kind of what this will boil down to.
I'm liking the for Skia's draft just because of the Lifestealer bomb with Storm Spirit.
I mean,
You're able
here's
to bot the Lifestealer, and then you also have Apparition for ganks with the Lifestealer bomb. You can just drop ulti.
yeah, here's my thing though, right? No Chill's draft is very magic damage heavy. Like it's literally once Veno is up and running with his ulti and Sand King, like that's kind of what they're all banking on, right? And then the
Yeah,
Veil's
they-
gonna be on the
Prepare for
Oh.
Ember Spirit, right?
This is
Interesting.
so
'cause-
they're
oh,
aggro trying.
okay. I actually thought those two were gonna see each other, by the way.
Me too. I was
Like-
like, okay.
And
So Veno
I
Veno
think Yellow
started.
saw
What
the
is this all
TP,
about?
right? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get a pop. Oh, nope. Wow, they both got their wards placed, and I think only Venge knew about the TP. So,
It seems like a very unfavorable matchup to Sand King, even though he's like has caustic against a melee. Like Bristleback is really good against another melee.
Yeah.
Also, Bristleback has 4 mangoes.
regen, dude. Gotta get that regen.
Wow.
5.3
Remember,
regen.
that was the guy that played in Necro.
Yep. He has one shared tango and 4 normal
Four
ones.
tang-
We
Seconds.
casted a game with him before, and he bought like 5 mangoes for Necros.
I just think it's funny.
I think it has a lot to do with Trinidad's mango season. That's just my opinion.
Now,
I'm-
do you think
Yeah.
getting Venomous Gale's fine, level 1, for...
I think it's good because here's the thing: Lifestealer's gonna get rage, right? But it
Yeah.
goes through. If you use it prior to Magic Immunity, it
Yeah.
still slows through it.
like,
so,
like that?
like, see, he's still slowed. He still only has
And Venge has
204 move
stun,
speed.
so he's dead.
Yeah, no,
What?
he's dead. He's not dead.
I think Venge should've gave it to Luna, but...
It's first blood regardless, right? So
Yeah.
obviously giving it to your carry is better,
What
probably
is-
better.
What is this? Oh, this is the ogre. So I was like, what is this ogre item that he's carrying? He's carrying like a pail. What is that? That's so ugly.
Welcome to sets must line up with lore from Valve.
Yeah.
Either way.
Also, I think he thought the curry was gonna
Okay,
come out.
take a look at mid lane. Gale comes out immediately, right clicks
Wow.
come out, but the Ember is not in the
James.
position that he wants. Actually, he is.
He's okay. He's gonna
Right
get away
clicks
though.
come
He's
out,
good.
but
He's
it's
good.
not going to be
Oh.
enough.
Yeah.
And to make
Yeah.
it even worse for Storm, he planted the tree and then Ember
Ate it.
Ember ate it.
Yep.
So he just lost a tank. He just lost an Iron Branch tree,
Yeah.
which is like his main source of regen because they only got 1 tango.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the thing is, he also got the fairy fire, right? So I mean, he couldn't do the what's going on? Okay, now they're going on Storm or not Storm, but Ember. He's going to the Flame Guard though. He's fine. Kind of a sad day for Ogre because Ogre I think was trying to get the courier, and then it never actually came out. Sandking actually doing extremely well in the bottom lane, by the way.
which is kind of weird because I feel like Bristol's only level 1, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's why.
When Bristol starts getting some levels, and he should start doing better.
Mid lane is okay. Fairy fire. It's like Ember might go down with that right click, but neither of them have like any mana or any HP between the two of them. Sand King's still gonna continue to zone him out though, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, the real thing is you just need to let Sand King push, and then he needs to go for last hits under tower, get like level 4, and then Sand King most likely can't fight him.
Well, the main, yeah. I mean, Thinking does have a stick though. Looking at top, they're gonna cold feet the Veno, but Veno's just gonna walk it away. Luna gonna sit there, still do her thing.
He needs to be careful. Like he's getting a lot of harass when he's doing the right click to Luna.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Like Luna's hitting for 67 right now. Ben's hitting for 64. Even Veno's hitting for 57. Like you can't harass like that when you only do 49 damage and have 1 armor.
Tower is under attack.
now I was gonna say Sand King at some point in time needs to just pull that lane. Like he can do it himself. He can just walk back, pull the lane when he knows it's gonna push, miss out on maybe like 2 last hits.
Yep.
Just to deny some experience from the Bristle, because I mean, as Bristle continues to go, like he has what 2 points in Cool Spray now.
Yep.
So
2 points quill.
eventually he'll just start stacking them like he's doing now, right? I think he could have waited until level 4 to maybe do it. But it'll be fine.
I mean, it's fine right now because like he can't get another level in Cool Spray, right?
Yep.
So it's
Um,
whatever. But
you know, Cat's actually kind of more or less outplaying the Ember mid. I mean, 17 and 5 versus the 9 and 3.
I mean, but the main thing is it's playing a melee against Storm. Like all he's gonna do is every time he gets low enough, he should just be remnanting for the last hits,
Yeah.
and then the melee can't do anything about it.
Yep. Now, here's the thing though, right? Technically at level 5, Ember can do quite a bit to the Storm. Because Storm will have zip then. And then you just do level 3 searing chains, right?
Yep.
And do quite a bit of damage.
What's the thing? Level 5, Storm will do, or Ember will do quite a bit, but
Yeah,
like
there goes the
its
Venom
rotation
scale,
on
though.
mid.
Heal comes out in the middle lane here. Stun comes out as well. Searing Chains comes out right after, and this may be a kill for the Ember Spirit.
You got it. Now my thing is that was oh, well, what's going on top though. Luna over here gonna get stunned, so Luna's pretty much guaranteed dead. She's not gonna be able to make it out, getting blocked by the life stealer. She's running back and forth, and now she's finally gonna die. What I was gonna say though is Ember kind of played that risky. Like he did chase the storm, but at the same time, like that bolus could have easily hit any of the other creeps.
Radiant's
And
bottom tower is under
then they
attack.
might have still gotten the kill, but it would have been a lot harder.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
It pays off though, right? Like sometimes you gotta take a risk in this game.
Yep. He actually did 3 points into the flame guard.
Yep. No, that's I would say it's perfectly fine because Storm right now can't break his thing without having zip
Yeah, I have
or
to say,
another
this,
ability.
This Ember is so lucky, dude. He's gotten those boluses just standing by creeps.
Well, the thing is, right, is like if the creep's not in the AOE. then
Well, no,
there's
he
two.
was fully in
but-
the AoE. Like he had like
Yeah,
2 or
yeah,
3
yeah.
Tower
creeps.
is being chipped away.
Either way, I mean, you gotta get lucky sometimes, you know.
I was wondering where Bristleback went. He went to go grab the bounty rune. I guess he just assumed, hey, no one's down there. I'm gonna go take it. But I mean, he lost out on a lot from the lane. I feel like from doing that.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing here is Bristle got a magic wand coming in for some reason.
I don't know why.
Sand King has, yeah, he's got 1 usable ability currently. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think it was
It's
worth it.
one good item and everything, but
Not in this kind of lane.
well, I feel like you should probably focus on getting like a ring of health or something so you can actually stay in the lane.
Yeah. Now, here, do you think it's okay for Luna to get treads first? You think she should have finished her Aquila? Because I mean, she has the Wraith band.
I mean, I feel like if you're spamming your Q, if you're spamming Lucid Beam, I feel like you just get the Aquila for the mana regen.
She hasn't even really been able to last it though. I mean, she's 17 and 1. Like,
Yeah, and see, this is the thing, right? Like, you think this aggro try would be good on paper, but they've been rotating way too
Mid.
much to help the Luna.
and they gotta be quick on the Storm kill too. Storm level 5. And he just hit level 6. He actually made it. Oh, I was like, he might be able to zip away, but nope. Gotta go down. That was close. Like,
So, we can't see yet what the Ember's build's gonna be, but I'm assuming he's gonna go magic damage.
I think
Veil.
it has to.
Loyal warrior.
Just because it goes really well with this team, right? Like I said, they have a lot of magic output, and
And
Lifestealer.
he's generally,
Go ahead.
he's a good initiator as well, so so the veil on him would be a really good start up for a fight, while the others kind of join in afterwards.
Yeah. But also, I mean, he's not like if you look at who's on the other team, like Storm may end up going BKB, but he's gonna do it after Bloodstone, right? And then Lifestealer doesn't want to have to get a BKB just because he has Rage. So it's not terrible for him to go magic damage. Especially if it
I
ends
just think
up
the main thing is he needs to get like a Veil, and then needs to get like a Yules or something, because at some point they're gonna have a silence on. So I'm sure they're gonna have an Orchid.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that Luna did what she did so early, because if they had +1, they could actually have killed him.
Take a look on top lane. A stun comes out immediately. Chaos may be in some trouble. He tries to right click to finish off the Luna, but his teammates are the ones that get the kill.
Yeah.
So no experience going on his way, but they were able to get the kill afterwards.
Now, one of the kind of weird things there is, like, Veno galed and then ran away. Like, I don't think he
Probably
got...
wanted to kite. He thought he was going to get raged. I don't know.
Maybe. But, I mean, like, I don't know. It's kind of one of these things of, like, I mean, you just, I think, go for it.
Yeah, he commits.
'Cause, I mean, Luna,
And-
I think, was
and
going to die regardless, but, I mean, took a lot more damage than necessary, because at that point, she was basically tanking, like, 2 heroes. Ogre going to put down a ward. Ogre actually kind of has, like, nothing really going for him right now. No mana whatsoever.
Bottom lane.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
Sand
saw
King
him
is gonna die.
Yep.
And see, this is what I mean, right? Like, a person like at some levels, he's just gonna
start winning the
hit
lane.
and run at him. Like, what can Sand King do other than stun through him, right?
Sand King needs something like a, like his own regen, honestly, is the only thing he can really do. But at that point, I think he's still stacking quills, right?
If anything, he's good, like, just Tranks, go like Tranks Soul Ring. I feel like you have to do that.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
Yeah, I
likely.
think we might get a pause. I was getting a little static there for a second,
Okay.
like wondering if it was only me. Yeah. And it seems like Cat is in some trouble mid as well. Oh, Cat is dead.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty much 100% dead. Got the Flame Guard and 3 seconds heal for Searing Chains. He is out of mana. He's got 69 mana. That's it. He's 84 to do even like a 100 unit zip. Not even.
So he's pretty much screwed here.
Yeah, he is. He is dead. Alright, so the Luna actually isn't even going to get a kill. He's going straight for Mask of Madness now.
Okay.
Unless it's coming on the Courier, which I can't tell you yet. No, it is not. Courier's just
And
coming back
Cat's
base.
dead. Needs to expand the patience from Zoe.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Back in top lane, it looks like Veno's gonna catchy throw out that level 1, you know, Plague Ward. Gonna die to the creeps though, so I mean, not really the most effective
Yeah.
thing in the world.
I feel like you just like don't even drop them. You have to get at least level 3 to drop Plague Wards, I feel.
But and here's the thing,
No.
though,
Yeah.
they might
Well,
be
unless
leaving...
they like
oh, never
lean
mind.
in mid.
Yeah.
What the? Oh. I was like, I think Veno might have forgot what you need to make Tranquils, because he made like the old Tranquils recipe,
Oh,
but then I was like, he
no.
may be getting... What happened?
He may be getting 4 staff. Let's have a little bit more. Have a little bit more.
Well, looks like they want to go on the Veno for sure, like, he's the one they want dead.
Then we get to start immediately after. There may be a follow-up here.
I mean, Luna can't
Luna
fight.
is
She's
in a
0-4.
very dangerous position and he's being frozen, but Venge is just being there as a buffer, trying to make sure that his carry is safe.
Lifesteal, excuse me, probably could have went on that. He had both Rage and Phase Boots up. I mean, while
Well, I
just
think the main thing is you don't know. Like, they don't have a ward there, right? So they don't know like who's behind the tower.
Yeah,
The possibility of like Ember Spirit TPing, you don't want to give him any more kills.
especially when he's not level 6, right? So,
Yep.
no, he's making it out. Is this a Lifestealer Mask of Madness, by the way? I see the
It
quarterstaff.
might be.
I see the quarterstaff, so...
Oh, he might be making Echo Saber actually.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
I feel like Mask of Madness is not an item that we'd see Lifestealer buy, but you never know.
I mean, I don't know why not.
Maybe because you don't need lifesteal.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, right? Like, is it really that bad of an item? I mean...
Well, he does have only 2 armor. That's another thing.
Okay, well, two armor aside, I mean, you got Rage. I don't know. Quick buys are broken.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
never taken this quick buy.
Oh wow, Luna's. See, I feel like Bristleback should have been up a bit farther if he knew that was coming in on them. Because that Luna would have been dead if he just quilled and like hit her once.
I think I like what the Sun King is. The Sun King is getting a lot of space. He may be able to get the blink within like 5 minutes or probably less.
Yeah, but the problem is like this lane switch, kind of. I mean, I guess it's okay for him because he was already not doing that great anyway. But I mean, like he doesn't have Sandstorm, right? So literally every attack they throw at him is gonna hit him.
The main thing is I don't know why they didn't just start like Sand King top. I feel like he does fine against this lane.
Yeah, it means it's okay. You may have to change his build
But
a little bit.
the main thing is like the Luna didn't get much farm early because she was left pretty much by herself against 3.
Yeah.
And then now they switch the lane, and now Sand King's not getting anything top because they have decent levels on him. Like if he started there and was like hitting creeps with Caustic, I'm sure he would have done fine.
Well,
But they're
Ogre's
gonna
gonna
go
walk
Ogre.
forward, and he's actually fine. Nope, never mind. Now he's dead. Nope, he's fine again. Now he's back to dead. It's the way he's running, right? Like he's oh, okay.
Oh, denied.
Oh, the deny comes out by Smurfy, but
Lifestealer.
well, here just to deny a
My
teammate.
Steeler's dead.
He's actually
comes
gonna
up
die.
Right
Yeah,
after, follow up
he
by
didn't.
Sand King
He
for a
didn't take
strike.
Infest. If he took Infest, he might have lived.
Yeah, he leveled the Rage one more time. Very,
Interesting.
I think it would have been a misclick, because most people take Infest level 6.
Yep. Now, here's kind of the thing, though, right? Do you think Ember should be rotating now at this point, or you think he's fine to keep on farming just because he's dominating the mid lane? So
Yeah,
much?
so most of the times you're as a mid laner, if you're like doing really well, you should just constantly be you know, mid. You should just be pressuring the enemy mid laner, making it so they can't farm.
Yeah, but I mean, he also
Killing
has a Veil,
right?
though, right? So like,
Well, but that's the thing, right? He can kill Storm really easily now. Like with the Veil, you just Veil. He also has Sleight of Fist, so you just Sleight of Fist chains, and then you drop all 3 remnants on him, and he'll die. Like, and it's not like their supports are very good for TP rotations. They don't have like a Shadow Demon who can TP in and put them under, right? Like they have a Ogre and an A.
Yep.
No heals, no type of save.
okay,
Just
well, Bristol just got destroyed.
but here's the thing, right? They used a lot to kill that Bristol. They used Luna ulti. They used
I mean,
Well,
five
two
people were
remnants.
there, right? But
that
like,
too.
I think they probably weren't sure who was around, so they probably decided let's dedicate some damage, maybe.
No, the real thing is it's more of a. I feel like the Bristle said space created after he died there. It's kind of one of those deaths.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we would have seen it unless he said it like audibly, right?
No, yeah, that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel, I feel like when you see 5 people and they use 1 ulti and 2 remnants to kill you, I think you just go, all right, well, my team's farming safely. They know where the enemy team is.
I mean, I guess it's so. So I mean, the problem is Ogre smoked up and was going to ward. So
Yep. Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. If like you really want to find out where people are, you had someone going to do it for you.
But the main thing, right, is like looking at last hits right now. Storm's only 5 last hits behind
So
the Ember.
yeah.
Like no matter how many times you kill him mid, if you don't focus him later,
He'll catch
like
up.
after laning stage, he's just gonna farm and get back.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his blood spell, and he's gonna go with his team. He's gonna kill 1 person, then back in the game.
Yep. But I mean, if you actually like look at net worth, though, I mean, it's just Ember that's ahead of everyone. The rest of it's dire cores.
Well, that would be because he is 4-0-1, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's been a part of 5 kills. He's gotten 4 of them. He has the highest last hits right now.
But okay, well, he's got another kill. I was gonna say though, but it's like Radiant cores aren't really farming efficiently other than Ember, and it's only because of the kills, really.
Yep.
You know, Sand
But
King
it,
is above
not to
Luna.
mention, it's because they focus so hard on Ember's mid,
Yep.
right? They ganked for Ember, and he did well against Storm. But then Luna was left 1v3, and as I said, Sand King's not gonna win that lane after like level 4 or 5.
Going in on the
Comes
life
out to the
stealer.
mid lane, Lifestealer may be in some trouble, but he rages immediately. Is there gonna be any follow-up? He runs away.
Oh, the swap gonna come out,
The swap's good.
and he couldn't get the
Very
invest
good
off
swap
in
there
time.
coming out from the Vengeful Spirits. Very good swap coming from the Vengeful Spirit. This school should magic community, right?
The apparition ulti.
No, the swap. The
Oh
swap.
yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
the
it
swap
does.
does. Yeah.
That's pretty OP.
I mean,
good.
the only
OP,
thing
but-
is normally like level 1, it's so small range that like most of the time you don't get the swap off like when you really want to. So I'm actually kind of surprised, right? Because like I said, that's what most people complain about. It's like, oh, I really wanted to swap him, but the range is too small.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So Shady making kind of the best of a bad situation there. He didn't go mid, but he took the bottom tower. So that accelerate him a little bit more. He almost has. Well, did he finish the pipe?
So, well, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about him going hood first item?
Like I said, I think it's fine. Radiant has a lot of magic damage, right? I don't know how I feel about him not just finishing the whole pipe though, or at least getting Vanguard and then maybe finishing the whole pipe.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
think Crimson Guard is
Yeah, the Crimson
an
didn't do
item they
anything,
should be,
right? Well, not as
be
much.
buying. Yeah, I think they need the pipe up on him.
There was the first Life Stealer and Fest Bomb. That's gonna be a dead Ember Spirit. I was like, actually, if Storm had gone uphill, actually, well, maybe not.
Oh, that is
Epicenter
pretty
comes
big.
out right afterwards and he gets 2 kills off of that Ember, Ember kill.
Yeah. And they
They
were looking
may
like
be
they
able
wanted
to
space.
follow up though.
Well,
Yeah.
Bristle has. Bristle might be able to at least get one return kill here. He should be. Oh, never mind.
Oh, stun through.
Yep. Well, he'll probably keep going. I mean, he's not afraid. I don't know why he didn't pop his hood at any point in time, but he is not afraid.
People forget a lot of times that it has an active now.
Yep.
No matter how long ago it was added.
Yeah.
I've had people
I feel-
say like, "Why didn't you pipe me when I had a hood?" And it's like, well, I would love to, but it's a hood. So there's that.
No, but isn't it solo? Isn't
Yeah,
it
it's,
like
that's
solo
what I'm
defense?
saying though, right? Like people will tell me, "Why didn't you pipe me?" But it's like I have a hood, so it's not like I could have done it.
Oh, okay, right.
So
I think it's gonna be a Greaves as well, though. Do you think?
for who?
For the Bristleback.
Well, yeah, he has it queued up now. I really hope not, but he changed it. Yeah, he went out and bought a full mech. Or
I
he
mean, I
bought
think
the,
it's
the
good.
parts of the mech.
I really think it's good. Like, I feel like offlaners should be picking up mech a lot more, especially if they take like arcane boots.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, a lot of supports haven't been buying mech recently. Like, you see supports buying glimmers and force staffs and aether lens over mech like almost every game.
Yeah, because it takes sometimes. Well, at least in my MMR, it takes a while for you to get a mech. So like when you do get it, how effective can it be? So when I get somebody who actually is farming to get those items, like I see mech on Real Strange Heroes, like I see mech on like Dragonite, I see pipe on Dragonite. Like the tanks are getting these defense items, so they could be a little bit more tanky. And a lot of them have a lot of base damage anyway, so they don't necessarily have to worry too.
Well, I think you might have cut out.
For example, if you buy pipe on Viper, you're not really losing out that much in
Yeah,
terms of the damage.
but it's kind of one of those things, right? Like Viper already kind of is pretty decent against magic damage just due to his corrosive skin, right?
Yeah, he already has a good defense, so yeah, it's a bit overkill sometimes. I do agree.
But I feel like kind of like the mid hero going mech thing is kind of dead now. Like you used to pick it up.
Yeah,
on
no
OD,
one does
pick it up
that
on
anymore.
Viper, Razor, and stuff like that.
It
Viper
died
and
out
Razor.
because the mana cost of the mech is like 225. Like before it was not 225. It was like what 150 or something. Like, it was a lot lower. So now a lot of like mid heroes like Razor can't sustain the mana pool.
Yeah.
I do like it on Bristle though. Like if you go arcanes on Bristle, it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna cost you
Just 'cause the
anything
Greaves
once
are-
you get the Greaves, right? So.
Not to mention it's really
What
nice
is Ogre
because like,
doing? Ogre was just like
Yeah,
spinning in circles.
I was looking at it, I was like, what?
At first I was like, "There's no Invoker in this game. Like there's not gonna be a tornado."
Okay, Ultimate comes out here on the Sun King, and the Sun King is being chased immediately here.
dead.
Stun comes out by the Ogre.
I don't think there's any way he's gonna make it out of there. I
Up
mean,
Sun King.
hold on, what level's the? He might have been. Yeah, he might have been fine if he had made it back to base. I mean, obviously he wouldn't have been regening immediately.
yeah, he would have been fine.
Do you think it's necessary for? Actually, it's not even necessary because like it's not really needed for them to stack that amount of magical damage. But I thought the Life Sealer would have gone for Maelstrom just for good measure because of the veil. But I guess it wasn't necessary. Like,
Well, here's the thing though, right? Like they kind of need to shave off some of the
Radiant's
armor
tower has looked better.
on some of these
Okay.
heroes. Is my main thing is, cause like look at like Luna, right? Like Luna has 11 right now, and then as she gets more agi, she'll have more. And then like I mean that's kind of one of Ember's biggest weaknesses, right? Is physical damage.
Doing
You
a light
manage to
slip
hit
while
him.
on top.
Yep.
Okay, the bomb comes off Ember Spirit, trying to do some escaping here. And he does escape though.
He might
They
as
bring
well.
it back. Cat may be in some trouble here. He doesn't have mana. If they follow up a little bit, they may be able to catch someone. And it's going to be the Cat. Cat is going to be killed by the Luna. Actually, no, he gets killed by the Ember Spirit. Swap comes out here, but unfortunately, they can't catch a Life Stealer.
Yep.
So,
The A-Bash
yeah,
should
Life
hit
Stealer
them,
saved.
but they're all good. Yeah. Okay.
But you see how they just play there? That's how I think
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
um,
Are those cracks in
for
Dire's
Skia is
top
supposed to
tower?
play against certain teams. Like that kind of like
Radiant's middle tower should
non-reactionary kind of Dota.
Yep.
Like very aggressive, very
It looks like Dire fortified their
um,
structures.
in your face kind of Dota is good.
But that's kind of what I was saying. Like, let's assume Lifesteal had his Deso there. I think Ember dies. Like, he was really close to dying anyway.
Just a cold
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Oh, ping's coming out from, apparently they wanted Bristle back there for whatever reason. Bring that mech. Bring it top. Did he finish Greaves? He has to have, right? That's when that could be coming out. Yeah.
Yep, that's what's coming in.
This Emma moving real confident now. Like that kill boosted his
Radiant's
confidence.
middle tower is under attack.
I mean, but he has every right to be confident, right? Like, he's sitting here now at 6-1 and 4. And there's not really much they can do to... Well, I mean, they have some that they can do to kill him, right? Like, if you have one person with a stun there, I think he dies. Or... Well, no, you know, or if A was, like, level 12, right? I think he dies.
That's for me.
But the main thing is, like... Bristle's kind of not really doing much of anything anymore. Like, you know, he kind of, like, strong-armed the Sand King out of lane. But then that was it, right? Like... After they did the lane switch, he left, and then he hasn't really done much on the map since then. Like, you know, he has the Greaves, hasn't used mech on anybody.
Stupendous.
I mean, he might come to fights now that this is done, but also kind of the same thing of like I think Storm and Lifesteal that are talking to each other, like, hey, this is what we want to do, and they do it without letting everyone else like have a chance to say like, oh, well, let me get ready, right? Now, Storm did fall victim to kind of like what I have. Whenever I get a Bloodstone, I immediately lose charges.
Where's the party?
And you're starting back at 8, like what you used to. Bristol back gonna get
Do you think,
stunned.
this is very risky here. They bossy ult just to kill off this Bristol back though, and it didn't even scratch him that much. Ember Spirit going in very harm here. He may be in some trouble here though. Storm Spirit goes in the back line trying to kill off the supports, making sure that they don't join in to help with anything. And Swap comes out just to save the Luna, but it's not going to be enough. Vengeful Spirit is going to be the next one to fall, and the rest of the team runs away. So that was a very deep commitment going there for No Chill, but unfortunately it didn't pay off for them.
Wait, you mean No, you're right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I had to check and make sure which team was on which side, and I was like, okay.
Also, that was a great example of like Guardian Grease being good on your offlaner, because he got chains, and right there again.
Nothing. Yeah, take it off.
He
Yep.
gets changed. He just instantly purges it with Guardian Grease. He doesn't care.
My thing is they committed so much to that Bristol back and then got nothing.
I was looking at the Storm. I was like, commenting. The Storm went to the back line to make sure the supports don't do anything.
And
Is
then
that
he
what
went straight to
actually
the
did? I wasn't
ancient.
sure. He went straight for the who?
He was going for I think Veno, and he
Yeah.
zipped over to the ancients because he didn't have vision of him, and it was the Prowler, and I thought the Prowler was gonna get him there for a second, because he got the minus armor put on him, but that was it.
Okay, guys, I have some bad news. I have to come back, so I probably won't be back until the end of the game.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna have a game 3, but for the third game.
Trickster's rune.
So good luck.
Yeah, and like I said, I also don't know what I'm doing, right? So.
Okay, I'll see you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just gonna see Bristol back just kind of messing around in the mid lane, not really doing too much. Ice Blast gonna come out. Gonna hit 2 heroes, but they're just gonna back. I mean, not much, not really gonna do much. I mean, it's only level 10, right? Or he's only level 10, so it's only level 1 Ice Blast. Now I have actually a question for you, Tyler. Do you approve of this Blink Dagger coming out on the Life Stealer?
I feel like it's good because like the thing is he's gonna be kited.
Yep.
for most of the game, right? So if you can just get onto the Veno and kill him ridiculously fast, like you should be fine in this game. Like you just blink, rage, hit him. What is he gonna do? Ult Gale? Nothing will work. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
he changed it now. He's going Bloodthorn. Because I was gonna say like
he just bought the blink.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The main thing with that though is like if he gets Galed or anything from Veno, have fun trying to blink, right? You'll have to rage and then blink. And
Ooh, Sand King gonna miss the stun on the
if it's Gale, you're gonna be slowed still. The real item I don't think is needed here is the Yule's on Storm. He instead of finishing an Orchid, which would help counter the Ember Spirit, he decided to go for her to Yule Scepter for some reason. I feel like it's too defensive this game. I feel like they can't be spending money on a defensive item like that.
Well, I think the main thing is just because his other supports don't have Force Staff. That's probably what it is. So like he needed maybe some kind of help either.
Well, you normally buy Yules on Storm if they have a silence, right? But they don't. Like that's my main thing.
They think Lifestealer's in that creep, but they're actually wrong.
Bristleback's just gonna run at them front line.
He doesn't care. I actually think not Bristol. I think Lifestealer could have probably just stayed in that creep and turned it around. Like just.
They're gonna smoke. Some interesting play. Oh, they're gonna wrap around. Possibly catch Luna. Lifestealer's gonna TP out, but
that Luna's dead. Confirmed. I mean, I don't think she can do anything about it.
And the main thing is she used Mask of Madness to farm that camp, right? And if she didn't use Mask of Madness to farm that camp, she probably could have ulted early before getting pulled.
Yeah.
And see, like that's a good example of why I think like Orchid would have been better on Storm there. Like you just get Orchid instead of a Yule Scepter, and you most likely don't have to worry about getting killed by Luna like that. Yeah. But she does have a Manta, which is I don't know.
I don't know.
So many problems with that. I feel like Luna should have just ulted. I don't know why he didn't.
Well, here's my thing, right? Let's say she ults. I don't think they care too much because I don't think she'll get a kill there.
She most likely she might kill a support.
Maybe,
even if she doesn't. But even if she doesn't though, like your team can TP to the shrine and clean up. That's the whole thing.
But I mean, Bristol was there and he had Greaves and Pipe, right? So I mean.
But the thing is, if you do your damage prior, like they won't care about Pipe.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Pipe is like good this game, sort of, but I feel like BKB is just way better.
There goes the Yules. You can use it. So I guess that's how he plans on using it for solo kills. Just.
But that's the main thing, right? Like Orchid is
and do it
better for solo kills. Still, you just Orchid the person, pretty much die.
Now I don't know what Ember's doing. He just kind of ran into the mid lane. I mean, I guess he knows he can get out, but still, like, why take the risk? Now Yules doesn't take off Flame Guard, does it?
It might.
Because I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is like.
Hold on. Let me see what Tornado is. I'm pretty sure it's a basic spell. So it should.
I guess Radiant fortified their
Actually, no. I'll just tell you.
I mean, it's dispellable. It just doesn't say like.
I'm pretty. Either way, I still feel like Orchid's better.
Yeah. Now Luna's gonna ulti here. She might end up getting the Ogre. Nope, she didn't even get the Ogre. I'll say if she gets the Ogre, I think it's kind of worth it. At least for the beginning of the fight, but now she's gonna be stormed, and Bristol now chasing this Venge. With Lifestealer inside, gonna get the tower. Probably gonna keep going. Storm actually has quite a bit of mana. I don't know why he doesn't zip further through. There he goes. They're gonna keep going though, just diving past the tower. It's gonna be the Storm now tanking up the tower. Bristleback doesn't have Greaves for 12 seconds, so he probably should start moving to get out of there. He should be fine though. He has stick charges or wand charges. Greaves up in 5 seconds. He's gonna ulti. Gonna go for the Lifestealer. Probably not your best choice. He's just gonna rage now and then walk away. Gotta get Greaves up right now. And then he's gonna go all the deaths now. Sand King just goes Sandstorm. I mean, best thing he can do, right? Ember gonna go in. He's gonna actually get stunned. He might actually get frozen here. Nope, he's gonna make it out. But ultimately, he could have died of pills. Venge gonna buy it back. They're gonna keep chasing. They're actually gonna go on the Sand King now. And that's a lot of a commitment. That's a dieback actually for the Ember.
The sad part is I feel like Radiant, with all the control they have, still don't have enough control for a Storm Spirit, a Life Stealer, and a Bristleback.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot, right? Like Sand King has to get like a 2 or 3 min stun almost every time.
And then you have
What's
to
it worth it?
swap the Rage Life Stealer off your carry, or swap your carry.
Yeah.
Like there's. Yeah, but then at that point, Bristle's running at them. Like, yeah, I don't know what you can do this game. Like, I feel like you need AoE stuns, and the only one they have is Sand King's.
No, I'm actually kind of surprised that that Dire's backing, other than just a mana issue, right? Because like, they don't really need much. They know that Ember's down. They should know that he bought back and died back. They know that Veno doesn't have ulti, Luna doesn't have ulti, Sand King doesn't have ulti. I don't know what would keep them from going at the base.
I think they want to get Roche and then try again.
Okay. Because I thought, like I said, I feel like that's kind of weird, especially since now the A has Ags, right? Like, I don't think you realistically back if you can, but like I said, they're gonna go take Roche now. And then from there,
The thing is, I'm actually certain you put the Aegis on Bristle. I don't think Lysander needs it, and if Bristle can just zone the person, like I don't know what they do. They kill him once and he'll just come back and they can't kill him again. They have to do so much to kill Bristle once. Like I feel like if they want to kill Bristle, they have to use 3 Revenants, Sand King ulti, and Veno ulti, and then he'll just come back.
yeah, well,
But instead they'll give it the Storm, which is just as good, I'd say.
it's all right. I mean, I guess it saves him some Bloodstone charges. He'll get.
The real thing is he can use all of his mana, right? Like that's the main thing of like Aegis on Storm.
Yeah. Now, funny enough, by the way, the Bristleback's going hard. So they're literally just gonna be sitting there looking at him and not being able to do anything about it. I thought it would have been fine for him to go Octarine first. Just because I mean he's getting a lot of quills off anyway. Like I said, he's just been tanking the damage with the having the Greaves and the pipe. But I mean I guess Heart's good too, right? I mean he can farm that up fairly quickly. Oh, he's actually gonna. Oh, okay. He's gonna blink in or but not gonna be able to do much else just because Veno's there. A blast gonna come out. It's gonna hit 3. Actually, hit 4. Sand King should be fine though. I think it's just a level 2 blast, even though it's Ags.
I like the Heart better than Ocarine right now, actually, just for the fact of
You can tank more.
Veno ulti. Well, it's the fact of it's not even like the raw health, right?
Yep.
It's just the fact of Veno ultis you, Luna ultis you, and you get out. You just get out for about what, 3 seconds, and then go right back in
Yeah.
because you're regenning. Like, obviously, Veno ulti you'd have to wait a bit longer.
Never refuse school.
Sorry, 5 seconds, but still.
Now I'm actually quite surprised that this ogre has been as effective as he is with like minimal items. Like he's 0512, hasn't built his first big item yet.
The beauty of Ogre.
Yep.
Just make sure you bloodlust your
Of
cores.
course, and let them go in, yeah. Which he technically only did for Storm. He didn't even do it for Bristleback yet. Now, my thing is, like, once he gets his heart, this is just gonna be disgusting. Like, he's only gonna have to worry about mana at that point.
And even then, like he has Guardian Greaves, so
Yeah.
he gains back quite a bit of mana. Oh, I do not think Ember meant to.
So what?
I think he probably wanted to go back to his remnant, but then I
Oh,
think he
okay,
auto attacked out of Sleight of Fist.
Just checking to see what's going on in the mid lane with the Storm. I think Storm's just pushing the wave. They do need to use this Aegis at some point in time, though. And Storm actually has 19 Bloodstone charges anyway. With the regen, like, he has a lot to not die and or come back to a fight, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, if he needs to, he popped the regen already. I was like, he could fight, pop out, regen, go back in, die if he needs to, use the Aegis, and fight again. Like, it's really good. I guess the Heart's just now coming. That's what they were waiting on.
See, the real thing here that I'm having a problem with is Ember knows they have an Orchid on Storm, right?
Yep.
And he's going to Lincoln's, like that's the.
Well,
the
he knew there was an
solve.
Orchid on the Life Stealer. I don't know if you know about Storm, because Storm just finished it. I mean, he knows going for it at least, and that he has a Yules anyway.
Well, they both finished it quite a bit ago, but like.
Well, the
My whole
Orchid
thing
got
is.
done.
No, he's at it for a bit.
Nope, he just finished it. I just saw it pop
He
up.
has 1.8k gold.
I mean,
He's at it for a bit.
it just got delivered to him. But anyway, Fight gonna break out. A lot gonna be used. No one really gonna die except for Storm his first life. I mean, Ember Spirit doing a little bit of something, but yeah, Heart on this this whatchamacallit, this Bristleback now. He's just gonna walk out, and they'll just reset. I mean, they'll probably wait for Greaves and then go back again. There's A. A is pretty far back, sitting back 8 seconds so he can Ice Blast. So that's probably what they'll wait for, actually, as opposed to the Greaves. Or maybe they'll try to go back mid, push it out a little bit. Okay, Ogre.
Although the Dyer's split pushing, I don't think they're really.
Well, they're gonna be go out.
They
It's
work.
gonna be the Ice Blast. It's gonna scrape right over him, so not exactly gonna kill him, but with these quills though. And the Glimmer not really gonna save him either. I think he does shatter. Nice, good. Mostly, I think he might still shatter actually. Especially if he comes back into the fight like that. Meanwhile, Bristleback just gonna sit there. He doesn't care.
Yeah, if he takes damage, the Heart will just heal him up.
Yep.
266 HP regen.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the Venom ulti. Now let's see what's gonna happen. They're actually gonna go on the Venge first, and then they're just gonna kite like.
Venom's just getting
blow it
beat
up,
down.
dude. Yep. And then here's Lifesteal. Lifesteal's just kind of walking around. He wanted to make sure he got the Infest. They're chasing. Yeah, I'm gonna let that. Yeah, that's gonna happen there. They're actually chasing the Ember. He's gonna go to his Remnant back in base, but he went right into the
Really
Ice
good.
Blast. So I think that's gonna be
Really
GG.
good to ale.
Yep. So you know, unless some super miracle happens now, I do believe that's gonna be a. Yep, there it goes. GG called. So that's the 2-0 win for Skia. Now I don't remember exactly what people were from DB that were on for Skia, but this is kind of like the kind of reminiscent of last year. Cause I saw someone put the DB thing up there. Where it was NLD versus DB in the grand finals. This would technically have been for the 3rd year in a row, if that was their team name. But it's kind of like one of the teams that's kind of expected to do well, right? I did have a lot of hope for No Chill though, especially with that super good early game. And yeah, they kind of, I don't know, like, do you think Ember just didn't do enough around the map? Because he only finished 6-4 and 6, right?
I feel like they didn't apply pressure enough. Like your Ember Spirit's doing that well, and then you keep going mid, right? You get them 2 kills, and you just leave. You should help your Luna farm.
Yeah.
Also, aggro trying like that made no sense. Like I don't get why you would aggro try and then leave your Luna to 1v3 against a Lifestealer, an Apparition, and an Ogre. Like they're just gonna run at her. What are you gonna do? Like she can just run away, possibly get caught, and then most likely get caught and die.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, Sand King's not gonna win his lane.
Well, he was winning.
Past
He was
the
winning.
first few
Yeah, I was
levels.
gonna say he was winning up until I think like level 5, or maybe
But
even
that's
level
just
6.
but that's
right?
the thing, right? That's just Sand King against a melee. Like Caustic's gonna hurt the melee whenever he tries the, or yeah, just whatever. Like I mean, it's gonna hurt him whenever he tries to get close. If it was a ranged hero, like maybe he doesn't win early, but Bristol gets some levels. His quills do technically more damage. Bristol can just run at him and hit him. Doesn't need to be near the creep wave.
Yep. I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw in the music and then.
All right.